Hello amigos, my name is Jatin and welcome to my channel techyrators. This is my 5th video and today I'm talking about the concept of IP. As what is IP, how to find network ID, what is network ID, what is host ID and other related terms in IP. But before that, please subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell icon to get all updates of my channel. And also hit the like button if you like my video. Now let's get started with the IP. Now what is IP? So we are talking about the definition. As IP address is a logical address of machine based on TCP/IP protocol, or it is a combination of network ID and host ID that is unique on the network. So here's the definition. And there are two modules as Ipv4 and Ipv6, but why we need two? Because of Ipv4. As there we know, almost every machine now is working with the Ipv4, which is a 32-bit IP that stores almost 4.29 billion of addresses. But what after when 4.29 billion of addresses are full? Then he starts to repeat the IPs, and that's where the problem starts, and that's why we need Ipv6, which is a 128-bit IP that stores way more than Ipv4. This is the number of IP addresses Ipv6 can store. So Ipv6 is in the hexadecimal format. Here's written, and the 2 raised to power 128 is the number of addresses as Ipv6 can store. Now we talk about the structure of IP. Here you see there's an IP of 8-bit. There's an Ipv4, and every digit in IP is of 8-bit, as 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is equal to 32 bits. And in the backend, computer convert it into a binary format of 32 ones and 0. Here you see in the binary format 32 ones and 0, and which is converted into human readable format, which comes of 111111 is 255, that is here. And when we convert 255 into binary format, it gives 8 ones. And here you see the prefix of 24 that tells us how many zeros and ones are there, as 24 means 24 ones and 8 zeros, comprises of 32 bit. And if there is 16, there is 16 ones and 16 zeros, that comprises of 32. Now we can identify network ID as 24 means 8 plus 8 plus 8, as the first three number 192.168.122 is a network ID in the prefix of 1 is prefix of 24, and 5 is the host ID in this IP. As if the prefix is 16, then 8 plus 8 ones and other remain zeros. As if there is prefix is 16, 192.168 is the network ID and 122.5 is the host ID. I think you can understand what is network ID and what is host ID, but what is subnet mask then? As you see, if there is a 24 and all the numbers are of 8 bits and we convert it ones and zeros, the 8 plus 8 plus 8 remain ones, as comprises of 24, and other 8 is 0. So when we convert that ones and zeros in the human readable format, it comes to 255.255.255.0. and if their prefix is 16, then it comes to 255.255.0.0. It is simple. Now one important thing. Here you see the structure of IP 192.168.122.2. You see there is a prefix of 24 and 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 bits. Now the binary format because of 24 is 24 ones and 8 zeros. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The network ID is this and the host ID is this. That is simple. Now I can give you a task. So first of all, there's one important thing. As if you want to connect between two machines and share files, you can only do that when your system have the same network ID and a different host ID. As if the network ID is different, it is impossible to connect or share files. You see, as if you want to connect this IP from this IP, you can connect easily because they have same network ID. We are considering that the prefix of all IP is 24, so you can connect this IP into this IP easily because of same network ID. But can you connect this IP into this IP? No, because the network ID is different. 24 prefix means the network ID is 192.168.45 and here 192.168.50, different network ID, so you can't connect between this system. So you find this is easy. Now we are talking about another concept. As there are two types of IPs, one is dynamic and one is static. So the dynamic IP is based on the DHCP protocol, Dynamic Host Control Protocol, and in DHCP a range of IP is defined, given by your connection as a mobile or any other devices you connected from your system. As you establish connection through a mobile, there is a server called DHCP which is configured and has a range of IP which is given to your system. It is more secured and according to static IP, as static IP can't use DHCP protocol and these type of IP can't be changed. Now this is all about IP. Now I'm giving you a task, and now there is a task for you. From the given IP, find the network ID, host ID and the subnet mask and write the answers in the comment section below. And if you have any doubt regarding this section, write down in the comment section. So for now, goodbye and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the video.